Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Camila Garcia and this is a space where I explore art journaling in a thoughtful and personal way. Today, I want to share something that has added so much depth to my own pages, Floriography, the language of flowers. If you ever felt drawn to certain flowers without really knowing why, or wished your journal could express emotions in a softer, more symbolic way, this practice might really resonate with you. In this video, I will explain what Floriography is, how I gather inspiration, and 3 gentle ways you can begin using flower symbolism in your own journal. Floriography is the practice of assigning meanings to flowers. It became especially popular in the 19th century when people used flowers to communicate feelings that were difficult or inappropriate to say out loud. Each flower carried a message. Roses symbolize love, daisies represent innocence, and lavender was associated with calm and devotion. A bouquet could express emotions, intentions, even personal stories. When you use Floriography in art journaling, flowers stop being just visual elements. They become symbols. They let you say something personal without having to write it directly. This makes Floriography especially powerful for reflective, emotional, or intuitive journaling. Before starting a page, it helps to gather inspiration. This step gives you visual ideas and helps you connect emotionally with the flowers you want to work with. You can look through flower dictionaries or botanical books to learn traditional meanings and study different drawing styles. Pinterest is useful for collecting color palettes, floral illustrations, and layout ideas. You can also create a simple image folder on your phone or computer with photos of flowers you've taken or saved over time. If you enjoy working in rhythm with the seasons, you might explore my seasonal floral guides that highlight symbolic flowers connected to different times of the year. Choosing blooms that reflect the current season can help you journaling feel grounded and present. And whenever possible, spend time with real flowers. Observe their shapes, textures, and colors, or press them to use directly in your journal. As you gather inspiration, notice which flowers you were naturally drawn to. That attraction is often a good start point. And if you are unsure which flowers resonate most with you, taking my flower identity quiz can be a playful and insightful start point. Sometimes discovering which blooms reflect your personality makes it easier to begin. There are 3 main ways I like to use Floriography in art journaling. The first way is to start with a flower you love and explore its meaning. You might already be drawing certain flowers without knowing why. When you learn their symbolism, it often adds a new layer of understanding to your pages. Your journal becomes a place where you explore your identity through flowers. The second way is to start with an emotion or memory and choose a flower to represent it. Instead of writing exactly how you feel, you let the flower speak for you. This approach can feel gentler and more intuitive, especially when journaling about complex emotions. The third way is to create your own symbolic flowers. You don't have to follow traditional meanings. You can invent flowers and decide what they represent for you: strength, rest, change, or new beginnings. These imagined flowers become personal symbols that you can return to again and again in your journal. Using Floriography in art journaling helps you create pages that are both visual and meaningful. Flowers become a language you can use to reflect, process emotions, and tell your story in a symbolic way. I hope this video gives you a gentle start point and inspires you to experiment with flower symbolism in your own journal. If you'd like, share in the comments which flower you feel drawn to right now and what it represents for you. Thank you for spending this time with me. I will be back very soon with more floriography and art journal inspiration, and I can't wait to continue to explore this beautiful language of flowers with you. Bye!